Students, today's topic is the tense problems 3. Objective: students will be able to use the appropriate tense in certain confusing situations. Tense problems， 我哋試下回顧一下一啲往往導致學生寫作中困難嘅一啲嘅時態。You may be faced with the content questions in reading paper or data file information where you have to change a sentence in some way while keeping the original meaning. For instance, there is little chance of Mrs. Lee arriving today. Rewrite starting it is unlikely Mrs. Lee will arrive today. This is a good example of how essential it is to keep the real-life situation in mind, rather than calculating in an explicit, formal way how to exchange one word for another. Many tense problems, however, are connected to particular words and usages. Number 1. Lately, we requested the present perfect, not the past, but recently can be used with either present perfect tense or the past tense. Number 3. Would rather request the past tense. For example, I would rather you went tomorrow. Number 4. Ago normally needs the past tense, but. Number 5. Since must normally be used with the present perfect. For example, I haven't seen her since we last met over 20 years ago. Number 6. But noticed. It is over 20 years since I last saw her, and it was over 20 years since I had last seen her. Number 7. Also notice the difference in meaning between she had already arrived 10 minutes ago and she arrived 10 minutes ago. Number 8. By tense, to need the future perfect, he will have left by 10. Or the past perfect, he had left by 10. But with be, he will be there by 10. He was there by 10. Words or phrases like yet, so far, up to now need present perfect tense, not past tense. For example, she has received no payment up to now. First time needs present perfect or past perfect tense, not present or past tense. This is the first time I have swum with a dolphin, or it was the first time I had swum with a dolphin. While last time is future tense. This is the last time I shall go swimming with you. And remember, don't be tempted to use a future where you should use a present tense in conditional and time clauses. And make sure you know when you need to use the past perfect. Conditional sentence problems. Very often, you may have to fill in a blank with the correct tense, and you may have to supply the right word too. And this missing word may be something very English, as in we blank. Spread the light outside if you had not had that brilliant idea, where the missing phrase is would have had to. In other words, a completely literal sentence, but full of had and have. But you will often have to complete or supply the introductory phrase. But for his basic stamina, he would have died. Had it not been for his basic stamina, he would have died. Or if he had not been for his basic stamina, he would have died. Note that type of conditional phrase is always followed by a noun or an ing noun because of the preposition for. The same applies to but for and where it not for. The only reason I stay is my neighbor. Where it's not for my neighbor, I would not stay, or I would leave. This last example is yet another illustration of how essential it is always to think about the real life meaning. If you don't, you may miss the negative would not stay, or the alternative of a change to leave. Another type of conditional sentence beginning is were he to say that, were she asked to break, were it permitted to continue, which all have to be followed up by a would加 bare infinitive in the main clause. There is also had I known, had they told me, followed up by would have 加 perfect tense. Student, let us to do task 1. Proofread the following sentence for the mistake in the set tense. Let's do it now. Students, let us check the answers. Students, let us do the exercise. The following is an extract from an email negotiating a business deal. Identify the correct line and make corrections in the lines with errors. There's only one error in each line. Correct line, put a tick at the end of the sentence. Wrong word, underline the wrong word and write the correct word above it. Missing word, mark the position of the missing word with a and write the missing word above it. Extra word, cross out the extra word. For example, student, do it now. Students, check the answer. That's the end of the exercise. Please complete the following. Students, let's check the answers. Bye bye, friends.